Well, the Browns are wrapping up Thursday practice ahead of this weekend's home opener against the Jets. And Mary Kay, first thing we're going to talk about is special teams. You know, Machine Gun Kelly sold out FirstEnergy Stadium this summer when he had his hometown big concert. But I think there's a Browns player who's going to get a louder ovation than even he did.
Yeah, actually, special teams coordinator Mike Prefer today said he expects Cade York, the rock star of the Cleveland Browns, to get a standing ovation at FirstEnergy Stadium on Sunday. And it's kind of cool that the sort of cult hero right now on the Cleveland Browns is a kicker. I mean, when does that ever happen? So good for him.
If there's one thing we always say about Cleveland fans, it's of course that they appreciate good kickers and good offensive linemen. That's one thing you can say about this fan base. So speaking of the offense, there were of course some things that they need to clean up as well, but we did hear from Amari Cooper today, and he kind of talked about his role in the offense and of course his mentality.
Yeah, he explained what happened on that first long ball where Jacoby Brissett sort of overthrew him. We got a little bit of info on that. Basically, the cornerback fell down. Jacoby didn't see it. It was a little different look, is what Amari called it, but I think they should be able to get that cleaned up. It's important to be able to get the ball to Amari Cooper. Now, when we talked to Alex Van Pelt, the offensive coordinator, about this today, he pointed out that Amari Cooper drew 3 flags, including a very long interference call to the one. So I think they will be able to get him more involved.
And it was also interesting to hear from AVP in regards to the offense. Like, there were guys open in that game downfield. There were plenty of downfield looks, and he said it's all about just completing those throws at this point. And then, of course, defensively, folks may remember the 2 big blown coverages that led to yards, 50 yards and 75-yard gains for the Carolina Panthers last weekend. And we did hear from Joe Woods a little bit about cleaning some of those things up as well.
Yeah, he took full responsibility for the first one, the 50-yarder to Ian Thomas. He said that was his fault. He was trying to change the personnel. They really didn't have time to do it. He didn't get the call right into them, and therefore they didn't have the right guys on the field, or Denzel was coming on late. So he took responsibility for that one. As for the 75-yarder, Greg was, I think, expecting some safety help back there. Didn't really happen, a miscommunication, but once again, they're very confident that these things are very correctable.
All right, so that's basically it from practice today, other than the fact that David Njoku was missing for personal reasons, but really the only noteworthy absence. And then also Michael Woods returned to the practice field as well after being out with an illness. So one more day of practices before Jets week officially is here, and we will have all of that and more over at cleveland.com/Browns.